Good morning. So today's topic it is very sensitive. These are not my thoughts. It is everything that I gathered from Pastor Makhado, from J. Israel, from J.K. Pamutse as well. So this is about how pastors get their spiritual powers and how they get their wealth. So I'll get straight into it. So they go to different African countries. For one, they take you to Nigeria to be initiated by Baba. To get spiritual powers or wealth. So when you get there, they check your star through Ifa. And then they check how spiritually powerful are you or gifted are you. And then that's when they can evaluate the power that they need to give you from these demons or from this cult based on your star. Then you go through a spiritual initiation process. They get an animal sacrifice like a goat or a cow or a chicken, and then they slaughter it. They take the head and the head's blood, be it a cow, a chicken, whatever. They pour it onto your head, and then they take the blood of that animal, they mix it with herbs, and then they apply it onto your body. And then that meat as well, you're gonna eat it. I'm not sure whether you're gonna eat it raw or cooked. That is something that they did not describe or tell us. So they also now need to cook you. They're going to put you inside like a big jar where they'll put all sorts of herbs and blood and all of that. So they say that this process is like cooking criminals so that even when they go and do heists, they don't get shot. Politicians, they protect them, pastors, celebrities, businessmen. So that's why you'll often hear a person saying that they are untouchable. Now, when they bath you with herbs and when they give you like a black soap, they're saying that they're removing all the negative energy. It's like they are cleansing you. So whatever animal that you have, let's say you want to acquire so that you have like a large congregation, they will give you a head of a pig, for example, that you're going to plant inside the church so that people will become flocking into your church, a large crowd, and then you'll have a large audience. The worms that are going to come out of that animal, those will represent the number of the congregation that will be coming to your church. Be it a snake, be it a head of a pig, or head of a cow, whatever that may be. So now you need to declare words, and then you speak to the head of the pig or a horn, or you speak to that snake like 2 or 3 times a week. You grant your wishes towards that animal that they gave you. And then they give you conditions. They tell you, you don't just sleep with anyone. There's certain group of people that you need to sleep with. And once you go through this process, you have a habit of lust. You just want to have an intercourse at all times because now you're into sin. So now it's either you sleep with virgins, or you sleep with the same sex, even if you find that you are not gay, but you'd find the pastors that now they need to sleep with the same sex. Hence, you'd find that there are rape cases against young boys by popes in the Roman Catholic Church, or in the African churches, where you'd find that there are pastors who have rape cases, because now these are the conditions that they told them to do, you know. So those are the conditions that you need to maintain. But then other than that as well, you can sleep with other people as well, but not just anyone. You sleep with particular people based on their star. If you can see that, okay, this person is spiritually gifted, now as a pastor, that pastor would want to what? Would want to sleep with that particular person to steal their gift and their powers by exchange of sex. Whether you're using protection or not, they are going to steal your star. So in Ghana as well, guys, I'm just afraid of mentioning the locations, because you know what, I don't want to get spiritual attacks. This is not my battle. So in Ghana as well, there is a place where you'd find that they hold kids. There are babies and kids that are held captive there. There is seasons between September, October, and November and December. This, in satanic world, it's called ember months. Watch the number of people who are going to die. Watch the number of kids and children that will just disappear or being kidnapped, stuff like that. They are being transferred or deported to Ghana, because other rituals, they require you to slaughter a baby's head, a kid's head. So where are you going to get that power? So now you need to go to Ghana to go buy that child. So all the children that are kidnapped, they are kept there for blood sacrifice, because it's not easy to get a child and then you kill them so that you can get particular powers. So in Ghana, they hold kids. But then it's in a remote area where you wouldn't think that, okay, there's like people do live here. They are deep, deep, deep in the veld. So when you get to Ghana, to acquire those powers, you are going to sleep naked on the floor the entire night. The following day, they're going to kill a chicken or whatever animal, be as I explained, and then they're going to pour you with the blood onto your head with herbs and some water. 2, this power that you get in Ghana, this is to make pastors to prophesy and call out people's names and call out people's numbers, bank pins, stuff like that. So Ghana powers makes pastors to prophesy. So it's not like it's false prophet. They do give them like a spiritual eye, but it's not something that came naturally. So you get those powers from what? From the demons and from that cult. So now, there's also Zimbabwe powers. In Zimbabwe, there is a powerful, I don't want to call it witch doctor. I don't know if it's a witch doctor, but for my safety, let me call it a traditional doctor. There's a powerful traditional doctor in Zimbabwe. I still don't want to mention the location. They take you to that Baba. And then they check your star as well. They take you to the cemetery And then there you also sleep but naked. So now here, oh my God, you guys, this is very painful. So now they need to pick a new grave for you. So each and every time you guys go and bury someone in the grave site, be it a kid, be an adult, or whatever, a young person, they check the date, actually they know, without even you putting a tombstone, they know which is a new grave. And then they go there with money, they buy the soul of that baby in order to get what? Their powers from that person. And hence it is very important when people go and bury, they should perform traditional cultural stuff before burying that person. And after the deceased, you also need to continue to pray for your loved ones, because sinister people, they steal your loved ones' souls in order to make pastors have power. So now the power that they get from that graveyard is to make pastors to have you'd find that, let me put it this way, you'd find that in church, pastors will be like praying for you, or during the church service, you'd find people vomiting stuff, vomiting lizards, vomiting all sorts of stuff. Those are the powers that they get from Zimbabwe. So certain traditional powers, certain traditional healers, they're not healers, traditional doctors, they have they give you certain powers, let me put it that way. Like also the one in Mozambique. The one in Mozambique gives you the power of thunder and lightning and iron. So when you go there, there's like a god of iron, which is like the devil. So like they name all those sculptures names. They'll be like, okay, this is a god of iron. So what do you want from this god of iron? Now you need to sacrifice what? A dog. They sacrifice a dog, and then you make your wishes. Also from the god of thunder and lightning. So this god of thunder and lightning and fire, you'd find there's a term that we call here in South Africa that is called voter. So now this voter, you would wonder that a house is burning, how did the fire start? And everyone is just amused. So this is where they get the power of the lightning, the thunder, and the fire from Mozambique. You hear stories of people get hit by a lightning. They get that power from Mozambique. Now, there's a god of water spirit, let me put it like that. Here, from the water spirit, you need to enter inside a water or river. Now you are going to call onto a mermaid spirit. You need to get married to that water spirit. That water spirit, be it a mermaid, needs to come to you and sleep with you every day. And then that water spirit will also give you powers. And they will need to give you bracelets or waistband, stuff like that you need to put on without people even discovering. So these pastors on Sunday services or their weekly services, ushers would sprinkle dead bodies water all over the church before the congregation comes. They wipe that water on the chairs so that it's a point of contact for the demons to have access into the body of the congregation and their soul and to the pastor, so that the pastor can connect. And then ushers also, they work with pastors. They gather information from the congregations. Once you enter the church, they'll be like, hello mama, how are you? Where do you come from? Okay, I come from Eastern Cape. What's your problem? Write your problem down. And then during church service, you'd find the pastor will just call out your name just like that and be like, so and so, you came with a problem like this. And then you'll be so surprised. You forgot that you gave an information to the what? To the usher. That's why some pastors come late to church. They give the pastors information beforehand. Some of the bodyguards, you'd notice that some pastors, they walk around with bodyguards. They're not just ordinary bodyguards. Some of them, they are traditional doctors. They buy those traditional doctors to go around with them so that they protect themselves with them. Hence, you would hear pastors like Bushiri would be like, I am untouchable. That entourage that they're keeping around them, be careful. They're not just ordinary bodyguards. They are dangerous people. Very dangerous. So, I just wanted to share this on a Sunday